Ladies and gents, we're now going to hear from Mr. Jeremy Ash, the group.
That's what I was going to say. So normally the groom's the straight guy before the funny guy. It's like he does the easy speech. But how do I follow that? How can I say anything to add to that? Well, I'll do my best. It's such an honour to stand here after such a glorious day with so many friends and the family that we hold closest to our hearts. My wife and I are so grateful for you all having made such an effort to come so far to be with us today. I can't tell you how much it means to us. I'd like to welcome all the different nationalities that we have here. So, could we hear it from our friends from other countries, starting, of course, with Brazil. Yay! La France. Malaysia. Yay! Spain. Hungary. Switzerland. Norway. And of course the UK. I'd also like to mention our many friends and family who weren't able to be here today, particularly Fernanda's family in Brazil, who I hope might get to see this at some point, and who were able to watch through the magic of the internet today. My two grandmothers, who I think had their first ever taste of the internet today, 87 and 101. I know that they both love to have been here today, and I hope that they were able to have a feeling of this amazing occasion. When my mum and dad first looked around this house, one of the things I remember them saying to Zoe and I, a little bit pointedly it seemed at the time, was that this would be a great place for a wedding, or indeed grandchildren. And yeah, how right they were. When Fernanda said yes this year, in doing so making me the happiest man in the bathroom. and the garden wedding became a real possibility. I think suddenly Mum and Dad realised quite what that would entail. As we've already mentioned, there was a big storm here a while ago, and Mum and Dad have worked tirelessly since then to try and put the house into the state that you see it today. And I think some of you may have seen the photos in the house, but it was a war zone 6 weeks ago. And I'd just like to say thank you from both of us, to you most of all, but also to all of your friends, many of whom are here today, who've worked so hard to help you get the garden back together and get everything done that needs to be done today. We're so grateful. And there are lots of other people I'd like to say thank you to. The people who've been here this week getting stuff ready with us. It's been quite a lot of work, but you've seen the results. So I'd like to say thank you to Zoe and Mark, to Mara, to Jacqueline. Where am I? And all of the other friends who've been around this week. I'd like to say thanks for Alan for coming out here to lead the service today. We both had you as our first choice, so got to mean something. Phil and Jacqueline for doing the readings. Zoe for beautiful prayers. The flowers you've seen all over the garden today were the result of hard work from Jacqueline and Mara. The amazing flowers in here were from Jill, so thank you so much for doing that. how could I forget the foie gras? Jackie, give us a wave. Mr. Foie Gras, merci. The cake, which we haven't even touched yet, but will be the centre of attention shortly, was the hard work of Mum and Barry, so thank you for that. I'd like to say thanks to Dave, who's been possibly the hardest working man except for Steve. Don't worry. Remember that one, alright? Dave's done the photos, Dave's done the music. He's been invaluable. I'd like to say thank you to Dave. If we ever get these speeches finished, then you'll have the pleasure of listening to Tim DJ. Hey. So I'll keep going. And we had some wonderful singing too from Rachel today. Thank you, Rachel. Si and Neil, top quality ushering. Thank you. And of course, Steve, my best man. He organised a legendary stag do, which I hope you'll hear nothing about at all. And it's been invaluable this week and today. We do have some small gifts to say thank you, and with a couple of exceptions, they're all in English because of Ryanair. So, you'll get them, don't worry. So to Mrs. Ash, or sorry, not Mrs. Carrera de Costa, unequivocally the most beautiful bride of all time. Truly, I'm the luckiest man in the world to have you as my partner, my co-conspirator for fantastic plans and trips, and my best friend. Fernando was ready to leave everything in Brazil to come to England for me, and I will do everything I can for the rest of my life to make that best decision we ever made. Our experience together has already showed us that there will be hard times as well as good ones, but I know that together and with God's help we can face any difficulty and we can have a lifetime of fun together. Having mentioned my amazing wife, how can I fail to say thank you to the person who raised her so well? Maura, it's been so great to meet you in the last couple of weeks and to get to know you and spend this time together. And you speak really good English, so stop pretending that you don't. I can't wait to come to Brazil to spend some more time with the whole family and to meet your mum and everybody else. I'm really excited about that. And I can see how much that your daughter means to you, and I want to say thank you for having raised such an incredible person. I love her with all my heart, and I promise that I'll look after her and I'll do everything I can to make it happen. Before I stop, I'd like to propose a toast to two close friends with whom we've shared so many good times and who've been invaluable support to Fernando while preparing for the wedding. Ladies and gentlemen, Vicky and Joe, my friends. That's probably enough for me. So while there is temptation to spin this out indefinitely to put off the best man's collections of lies and slander, I can tarry no longer. His time has come.